Hello and welcome to Gordian Quest. If you'd like to check out the game, there is a link in the description. This video is kindly sponsored by the developers. Now this is a combination of Slay the Spire and Darkest Dungeon, and I can't wait to actually show you this. Now because this is in early access, we only have Act 1 at the moment, but in the end, in final development, they are planning for 4 acts and 20 heroes. That's pretty amazing, because at the moment, we've got 6, which is just insane for the first act. Look at this. We've literally got Lucius here, Catherine, Bertram, Alphonse, Pierre, and Ida, and a huge amount of different classes as well. Now bear in mind that all of these classes have unique decks as well, because obviously this is, if you know anything about Slay the Spire, then you'll know it's a deck building game, and this is very similar to that in the way that it does the deck building. However, it also incorporates RPG elements and being able to level up your character with the experience points that you gain from battle. So you can see here that Lucius has 30 hit points, 13 initiative, has starting skills, so you can see here that he has all these different cards that he can use in battle. Same thing with the renown here. Customize your starting bonuses for this run, gain more renown by progressing through the acts for the first time with this hero. And they all have extremely unique ways of fighting. And let me tell you, I was actually playing as the Scoundrel in my other save game, and I loved it. I think the Scoundrel is really, really fun, and I think we're probably going to be playing as the Scoundrel again. Bear in mind that he does have much less HP than Lucius, but I think his starting skills and his deck are really enjoyable to play with. I also had a Spellbinder on my team. The Spellbinder is a bit strange. I think it's quite a unique way of playing with the Spellbinder. It has a lot of debuff effects and things like that. But anyway, we're just going to go and pick Alphonse here. And you also see this. Yes, so you have 3 different modes. You have classic mode, where you're just going to be revived in town upon being defeated in battle. Then you have a roguelite mode. If your entire party is defeated in battle, your run ends, and heroes cannot be resurrected at the sanctuary upon death. If your entire party is defeated in battle, your run ends. That's roguelike mode. So I think we're actually going to go for roguelite mode. I think that should be quite fun. Maybe. We'll see. And we're going to play on normal, because you could see here that hard, we're not really a veteran player at the moment, so we're not going to really do that. But there is an easy mode as well, if you so desire. Anyway, let's play on normal. Alright, so initially we're going to be doing the tutorial, but there is a whole bunch of story as well, because as I've said, it is actually an RPG as well as a deck builder, and is very much inspired by old school RPGs like Might and Magic and Dungeons and Dragons, of course. But anyway, this guy says, "You there, you were with the soldiers that came in from the south. With me, the undead ahead look like nasty ones. We'll push through this group and regroup with Captain Roderick and his men in the garrison. If you're handy with that weapon of yours, now would be a good time to use it." Alright, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So we do have this fellow. He's going to be accompanying us for the first first couple of battles and things. Now bear in mind that we're going to have to get used to every single class's different kinds of skills. So for example, the Scoundrel is all about using multiple cards to deal more damage with cards like this, for example. So stab, as you can see, deals 3 damage, but you gain +1 hit for every action played this turn, which is kind of amazing. Now it does have an immutable trait on it, which basically means that if you gain any kind of attack bonus or something like that, you're not going to be affected by it, but also adversely, you're not going to be affected by any debuffs either, which is actually really cool. So we're just going to be attacking the same target that this guy attacked, and then they're just teaching us how to play defensive cards as well as offensive cards, and obviously every single card has an action point cost. And you can see down in the bottom left here that we have 3 action points total. So I'm just going to continue using this. Hopefully we can, almost kill it, but yeah, we're not going to be taking too much damage because we used parry, and that is all very well and good. Now you can move back and forward. Now there is definitely something more in-depth, more complex about moving back and forward. The various formations that you can play with do have bonuses. Like for example, Officer Erin here He has an ability later on in the playthrough where if you attack next to him, he's also going to attack with you, and you're going to get kind of an assist bonus for that. But anyway, nice one. I must admit I took you for an amateur. Now we might survive this one just yet. By my side, let's take them down together. And that's exactly what I was talking about. Basically, as you can see, he has drawn a trigger card. Hover on the icon on him to preview it, attack while standing beside him to trigger this effect. So as you can see, you can actually have a look at his stuff, and you can see that he has this ability here. When an ally in the row attacks, follow up and deal 3 damage. So if I move back here, I should be able to do it. There we go. So we're going to use, I think we'll just use Swift Strike. We could use Stealth Attack, actually. Let's use Stealth Attack. There we go. And then he got, see, there you go. He actually followed it up. And that meant that the opponent did not get an ability, or should we say, did not have the capacity, because it was dead, obviously, to be able to retaliate. Because Officer Aaron came in with his 3 extra damage, which was actually required in this case. Well fought. Let's get a move on before more of them come. The garrison is just up ahead. Alright, so there you go. We gain a little bit of experience, and because we took no damage, we also gain a flawless bonus. There is also a last hit bonus as well, so if your character is capable of getting the last hit on kills, it's probably a good idea to take that so that the NPC doesn't waste the experience, or at least I think so. Alright, so this is Act 1, Trouble in Westmeyer. You can see a whole bunch of different NPCs around here, loads of different buildings as well. Very Darkest Dungeon-esque in this way, and we are going to be speaking with Officer Aaron again. Welcome to the garrison. It isn't much, but it'll have to do on such short notice. Where are my manners? I'm Officer Aaron of the town's guard. Wish we had met under better circumstances, naturally. This here is our guild hall. We've converted it to house survivors like yourself, so make yourself at home. In the meantime, you should speak with Captain Roderick. He's in charge around here. Oh, okay, hello, Captain Roderick. Captain, we have a scoundrel with us. Pretty handy with his daggers, from what I've seen. At ease, Officer Aaron. And greetings, traveller. Your arrival to our fair city couldn't have come at a worse time. The undead curse that lays on this land has been a thorn in our side for centuries, but an attack of this magnitude, I unheard of. Foul magic has disabled the waypoints as well. Smells like the work of enemy action, if you ask me. Indeed, officer. Anyway, Captain Roderick's the name. I'm in charge of this garrison. We've already evacuated the civilians to High Home before the incident with the waypoints, so it's just battle essential personnel here. The situation's dire. We've got our hands full tending to the injured, so I urge you to help my men push back the undead in the immediate area. The dead outnumber us 3 to 1 out there. My most pressing concern now is the garrison storehouse up north. It's been overtaken by local gangs, but if you can wrestle control back from them, it would greatly help the defense effort. Leave it to us, sir. I've got a good feeling about this. Godspeed, and keep your wits about you out there. Before we leave, let's see if you can recruit help from the guild hall. Things will go a lot smoother with another pair of hands. Alright, so we can go to Sister Ophelia here. Now, Sister Ophelia is a healer of sorts, and you'll see exactly what I mean when we go into the menu with her. By the light, you look like you've seen better days. I will do what I can to heal your wounds, but anything beyond that, well, resources are strained at the moment as we fend off the undead. Please do what you can to protect the innocents here. If necessary, return to the sanctuary for further healing. Light guide you, traveler. And as you can see, when you immediately come into the menu with Sister Ophelia, she will heal you to full. And you can also pay some gold to have a hero that has died be revived, and you can also gain a 50% chance to earn fate. Now, I'm not entirely sure what fate does, but we can have a look up here. A measure of your good fortune and karma used for altering your destiny. Spend points to redo a bad challenge roll, taking the new outcome. If negative, you will be forced to reroll successes, taking the new outcome. Aha! So it basically reduces the amount of RNG that you're going to be facing, which I think is actually very nice to add a mechanic in there, especially because it gives you a 50% chance to gain fate. It is not a 100% chance. Anyway, this is the Guild Hall. The Guild Hall is wide and airy, originally designed to accommodate crowds for the town's festivities. Now it is a temporary refuge for sullen-faced adventurers nursing all manners of injuries. Most shirk away as you approach, unwilling to head back out. You are about to write off finding a hire when you run into a fellow adventurer. Alright, so now we have the opportunity to decide on, well, anyone we like. We can take Lucius, a mercenary, Bertram, a local ranger, or Catherine, a cleric. Now, we could, in classic roguelike style, take a random party member, and I think I'm probably going to do that. Catherine the cleric hefts her hammer onto her shoulders. I was out by the gates when I saw it happen, an army of undead rising from the fields before us. Let me smite them alongside you. She could definitely come in useful against the undead. Alright. Humble beginnings, but a beginning nonetheless. Alright, so there you go. So we have a cleric with us now, which is actually very good. I was contemplating taking her to begin with anyway, because I feel like she's going to be very good, as the game just told us, very good against the undead. Ready to head out? We'll have to loop around the garrison to get to the storehouse. Steady as we go. If things start getting too tough, we should head back to Sister Ophelia for healing. Of course, this is very much a tutorial and everything like that, but it does have story entwined with it, so I felt it was necessary to show that on screen. Anyway, here we go, the Restless Dead. This is our first level. Alright, so it's going to be a little bit more in-depth now, because obviously the first couple of fights are going to be very much teaching tools for the game to let you know how to play and what to do and so on and so forth. And now they're actually teaching us about enemy intent. So you can see here that they have little swords, or, well, I guess little shields if they're trying to defend or something around, or something along those lines, next to their HP. So you can see here, this one is going to attack over here towards Catherine. This one's also going to attack towards Catherine, and this one's going to attack towards our friend here. And, well, I don't really want them to do that. So I'm going to try and see, because I'm being blocked here as well. Bear in mind that formations, or positioning, shall we say, does have an effect on whether your character is going to get hit or not. So I don't have to use parry here, technically. So what I could do is I could use Hidden Blade. That's going to get me critical, which is actually very nice. And also, enemies change their actions if they can't find a target in range. Right-click on their cell to view all possible actions. So basically, I can have a look here. So this is what I can see. So they have Lurch, which deals 4 damage, or they can actually do Wretch, which is a ranged attack where they can attack basically from anywhere. But it only deals 2 damage. So personally, I wouldn't say that that is going to be too bad for us. If we take 2 damage, then we take 2 damage. I don't really have a problem with it. Anyway, I'm going to be using Stealth Attack here. That's going to deal 20 damage. There we go. And we can also make use of Officer Aaron's trigger skill to gain a situational advantage. Now, bear in mind that he's currently standing next to Catherine, and Catherine's going to move next. So, you know, I'm just going to leave it there. Actually, can I? No, I don't think I can actually attack with her, can I? No, I can't attack with her. I can just see what her cards are. So there is a turn order, if you know what I mean. So if I attack with Catherine while she's standing next to Officer Aaron, then she will get the benefit, which is actually very nice. Okay, so I have played a couple of actions this turn, so I'm actually going to use Stab here. Nice, nice, good damage, good damage. And now we can end our turn with our character. And now Catherine will have the ability to use Shield Block, which I think we're going to do. We can also gain 1 channel. Okay, so there are a huge amount of different modifiers in the game as well. Channel, specifically, will reduce the action point cost of channel spells. So, for example, this is a channel spell. You can deal 18 damage with this beast of a card, but it is currently 3 cost. So if I were to use things like Blessed Strike, for example, I would have been able to use Blessed Strike followed by Smite, which probably would have made more sense than what I'm doing now. But I kind of like to play a little bit more defensively in games like this, so that's generally what I went for. And there you go. There's Officer Aaron actually doing a little bit of an assist there for us, because bear in mind that his assist can only work in a straight line from his particular positioning. So in other words, hitting this target right here and not the other one, as far as I'm aware at least. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but whatever the case, Catherine's not going to take any damage. I personally feel like the cleric is a very cool character, and I actually like it a lot. So maybe my next run, maybe I'll pick a cleric. You know, that's the really cool thing about there being 6 characters already, and I just can't believe it. Really, I just can't believe it. It's very, very cool. Okay, so we're just going to observe, gain some critical. Technically, I could do massive damage here. Yeah, I'm going to do massive damage against this one. Boom. Officer Aaron coming in because we're actually, you know, alongside him, which is very nice. And we can basically just win. There you go. We took literally no damage. Look at that. We gain huge flawless bonus of experience. We gain last hit bonus as well. So there's so many different things that you can do to gain an advantage in this game. And that's the thing. It is all kind of optional. You don't necessarily have to do that. You can, because, you know, it's obviously kind of encouraged because you want to get as much experience as possible, but you don't have to, you know. It's kind of a really nice, relaxed way of doing things. So if you want to be super hardcore and, you know, gain as much experience as possible, then you can do that. But on the other hand, if you want to have a relaxed experience, then you can do that too. You know, it's really cool. Okay, so gain 5 guard, quick barrier. Gain 1 guard when moving back. It also gives us a plus 7% lightning resist. Personally, I don't feel like this is too much of a Scoundrel piece of equipment. So I think I might give this to Catherine. Do we have anything else, by the way? Yeah, we've got an amulet, and she is an intelligence user, isn't she? So I'm actually going to give her this as well. It seems like Catherine is going to be much more of a much better equipped, shall we say, than our main character. But I guess they are all our main characters now, technically, apart from obviously Officer Aaron because he's an NPC. But let's not discriminate against him. He's, you know, he's still risking his life. Also, you can change the pacing of the AI and the options if things are going too slow or too fast for you. I have it on the default setting at the moment, so it's up to you whether you think that's going to be, you know, good, bad, slow, fast, you know, whichever one you want for yourself. Okay, so I am going to be doing this. And we're going to try for a stealth attack here. Oh, 25 damage. Look at that. Just eliminating this guy instantly. Boom. This is why I love the Scoundrel. He's just capable of so much burst damage. It's really, really fun to watch his abilities go off. Now, bear in mind that we do have Blessed Strike, Debilitating Bolt. Ooh, yeah, that's actually really nice. That applies vulnerable to the opponent. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to do this first. And then we'll do a Blessed Strike. Look at that, 13 extra damage from that. And then we can just do a shield block because this guy's going to do 4 damage next turn. And Officer Aaron is obviously going to take a little bit of damage, but the blocking card for the Cleric is so powerful. 7 guard for that. And obviously we're up against some pretty easy units at the moment, so obviously it's not really going to be too damaging for us. I'm just going to do 12 damage just to eliminate that real quick. And we'll draw a card. Observe. Yeah, I could do Observe, but I'm just going to do Stab. That does 9 damage. And then we can get the assist with Officer Aaron as well. And then our Cleric's going to get the last hit bonus, because I think that Alphonse gained the last hit bonus multiple times, as you can see right there. So he has now leveled to the next one. Very nice. Now level to 2. Aha. Now this is the kind of boots that I'm thinking would be really good for our Scoundrel. And we also have consumables as well, by the way. So there are consumables that you're also going to get from battle, which you can obviously use one time in one battle, and they're obviously going to help you quite a great deal. So anyway, I'm going to go over to our Scoundrel here. Let's have a look at what this actually is. What is this? Aha. Wow, it actually grants us a huge amount of initiative, because as you can see, we've got 15 initiative right now, and this gives us 6 initiative. I feel like that's very powerful. Very nice. Now, of course, because they can gain experience points, they can level up and they can gain skills. And, well, we have skill mastery, we have increased health, we have subterfuge and all kinds of things like this. So basically, you can remove a skill from your deck, keeping your deck lean and focused, which if you want to, you can of course do. I'm not entirely sure what to go for. We can, well, we can't unlock anything except these random skills. So we can just decide what we want to go for. So if we want to go for the increased HP, then we can do that. Or we can master a skill in your deck. A master skill is an evolved version of the original skill. I think that might be quite fun. Or we can learn a new talent, because bear in mind that heroes all have talents as well. And those talents will change what they do and everything. But I'm going to go over in this direction because I would like to master a skill in the deck. And here we go. These are the random skills that we can potentially add. And we can replace an existing skill in your deck with a new random one, which is actually quite cool. We can redraw as well by using a little bit of fate. But I think I'm pretty happy with this because we can draw an additional card for the next 3 rounds. That seems pretty good. Create a concealment effect. A cell effect that grants stealth to a unit on it. Additionally, units gain 5 guard if they end their turn on this cell. That is actually kind of cool. Gain 1 critical for every dex more than 15. Current dex is 0. Yeah, I'm going to go for covert actions. I think that is going to be quite nice. You can also see here that we gain additional stats from taking this. So you can see that. We actually have... Wait a minute. If we level up right now, we're going to gain another point in dexterity. So if we gain 1 critical... You know, I actually think we will take Deadly Grace instead. So I'm going to do that. I know drawing cards is really, really important in deck builders. And maybe I made a mistake. But we're going to try it out. You know, we're going to try it out. I'm still figuring out what is best to do in this game and trying to, you know, make the most of all our cards. So let's move on to the, well, big boss. As you can see right here, we've got 56 HP this guy has. Okay, so, oh, look at that. We can do a stealth attack already, which is actually really nice. We're going to do Hidden Blade, gain some critical. We can actually do Swift Strike as well. That might be really good. Discard a card. Yeah, this might be pretty good. Might be pretty good. Gaining 6 critical is kind of crazy. But I'm going to just use this for the moment, because then we can draw another card and we might get something good. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Let's do this. Pick a card to remove from your hand. Well, I only have 1 energy remaining, so I'm going to remove Stealth Attack. Okay, so we gained Vigil, which is not exactly what I wanted, but, you know, I didn't get any... I didn't have a defense card, but that's okay, because what we're going to do now is we're going to do quite a lot of damage here. Look at that. Massive amount of damage. Now, I don't really know what the best strategy is for dealing with the boss. I don't know whether it's best to just eliminate him really quickly or not. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Because I think we might very well be able to just kill the boss straight up. Because as you can see right here, we have Righteous Blow. And I think I'm going to be able to use it quite nicely here. And you can see that. Boom. Done. So the boss is dead, absolutely dead, and now we have the ability to use Smite for 0 cost because we've been using spells that actually grant us channel. So yeah, she has 3 channels, so I can use this on the archer or I can use it on that guy. I think I'm probably just going to use it on the archer because the archer is going to be able to attack from basically anywhere, and it would probably be a good idea to eliminate them. Unfortunately, now that our guys have taken damage, we're not going to get the flawless bonus anymore, which is a shame because we didn't have any defensive cards, but yeah, that's just how it is. That's just how it is. Nothing really to worry about there. Okay, so we're just going to observe. And we'll get some critical... I mean, it basically doesn't matter. I don't have any cards that can actually attack right now. Could I redraw? No, I can just view the draw pile. So, yeah, that's basically all I have available to us at the moment. But that's okay, because we can now deal some damage. Actually, I'm going to have a look here real quick. Yeah. You know, I'll just do this. And then we'll use vulnerability on this guy. And then we will defend ourselves a little bit. There we go. It was good that we had some defense cards, because now we're not taking any additional damage from this guy, at least. Okay, so... let's gain some extra critical. Wow, he has 13 critical right now. Your next heal deals 13 more damage. Yeah, you can just continue stacking it by the looks of things. That is actually kind of crazy. So, I like it. Very much. Let's do this. What do I gain from this? I gain more critical from that? Maybe? No, I gain Vigil from that by the looks of things. Okay, well, whatever the case, we can do some pretty good damage. And Officer Aaron came in from the side there and actually dealt some pretty good damage himself. And now we can just take him out. There we go. And thankfully we did get last hit on Catherine multiple times. So she's getting a massive amount of experience right here. Extra experience. You can see just how much difference that actually makes, because the base experience, yeah, it's okay, you know, it's okay, it's 237, but the last hit bonus that she got was 175, and I can only imagine how much we would have gotten if we had flawless victory right there. But it's all right, because we didn't have any defensive cards. You know, RNG does play a little bit of a part here. Ah, +5 to initiative. That's going to be very, very good for Catherine. You've certainly got a knack for staying alive. The garrison should be a little safer now with your help. That leaves our main objective, the garrison storehouse. It's right up ahead through the streets. We had to barricade it off from the garrison when the bandits attacked. With luck, we'll be able to deal with them without too much trouble. Yes, I hope so. Now, we have taken a little bit of damage, so technically what I could do is if I wanted to, I could basically go back to the town. I could heal ourselves, and then we could, return. But I've only taken 6 damage with Alphonse, and I've only taken 2 damage with Catherine, so I think I could probably just continue onward. I don't think there is any, shall we say, disadvantage to going back to the town. But, well, we'll see, we'll see. Anyway, master a skill in your deck, learn a new talent. I think we're going to go and learn a new talent with Catherine, and we're going to see what other skill she is going to be taking here. Ooh, gain 18 guard. That's insanity. Wow, that is a massive amount of guard. I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to need that guard this early on, so it might not be good to take at the moment. Shield Bash is pretty good, because as you can see, you can actually use heavy block and then deal 8 damage and lose half your guard, which would then apply 9 vulnerable to the target, which would be pretty insane to have the target take 9 extra damage every single time it gets hit. So it might very well be the case that I will take Shield Bash. We're going to level up our strength or intelligence. And intelligence affects your damage when using blue cards. Intelligence skills and performance in challenges involving knowledge and perception. Every 2 points of intelligence above 10 grants a +1 damage to blue cards. Aha, interesting, interesting. So that means that we should probably do the strength, because we're going to be gaining an additional +1 to red cards. So I'm pretty happy to learn that. All right, that seems pretty good to me. And we've already equipped her with the ring, which gives her an additional initiative, because obviously she's pretty slow. So having additional initiative is definitely going to help her act faster in battle. All right, so let's continue onward, and we're going to go to the storehouse. On the way to the storehouse, you pass by 3 soldiers nursing an assortment of injuries. They advise caution when dealing with the bandits. "Front door's blockaded, and they'll have crossbows waiting for you if you get in," one of them says. Oh, here we go. Down the road, you arrive at the garrison storehouse. A bandit peers out from an arrow slit on the 2nd floor. "Scram, unless you got a death wish," he sneers, before heading back inside. The front door doesn't budge when you push on it. It might give way with some force, but the earlier soldier's warning comes to mind. Alright, so now we have to make a decision here. Force the door, pick one hero to attempt a might check. So we have Catherine, who has a 50% chance, or we can do an intelligence check. So I think we're probably going to do intelligence, because Catherine does have a better chance in every single respect in how to get through here. You are now attempting a challenge, a test of your skill and luck. Picking an appropriate skill for the task at hand will grant a higher bonus on your dice roll, but note that the skill you used will be exhausted until your next rest. Roll higher than the challenge difficulty to succeed. Remember, there are always consequences to failing the roll. Ooh, okay, we might have some problems here. Okay, so score to succeed, we need 11. And we have a roll modifier of +2, failure, okay, Okay, well, let's try it, I guess, because I don't think Alphonse is going to be able to do it. As you can see, he actually has -1 roll modifier. She has +2, so it's more than likely she will succeed this. Yeah, there we go. Wow, that was actually really good. We also gain experience for doing these too. Oh, that's cool. I like that. All right, yeah, so we are rolling very nicely right there, and we can now continue. Your keen eyes spot faint scuff marks on the far wall, likely made by steel-toed boots. On further inspection, you spot a few good handholds on an uneven patch of wall, which you could use to climb up to the storehouse's roof. Officer Aaron assists you with a boost. Climb to the roof. On the rooftop, you fortuitously find an open hatch door and a ladder leading down into the storehouse. Inside, you spot 3 bandits on the lower floor. 2 of them have their crossbows trained on the front door. A larger bandit, presumably their leader, is rummaging through the various supply crates. With the advantage of surprise, you estimate that Officer Aaron and yourself could take out one set of them. But which one? Right. Personally, I don't really mind about the 2 bandits. I would much rather take out the bandit leader in the back, but I have a feeling that we're going to have to run a check. And I don't know whether we're going to be able to do it. If we could take out the 2 bandits and then just focus on the bandit leader ourselves, I think we might have a better opportunity. So I will take out the 2 bandits. Cautiously moving across the rafters, Officer Aaron waits for the signal. Both of you leap down, landing on 1 bandit each and knocking them out cold. The 3rd leader reacts quickly to the intrusion, and battle is joined. Alright, let's head in. Alright, so you can see here that the, I personally feel like we would have needed 100% to have some kind of check. Because I personally feel like this guy is way too powerful to just be taken out immediately. So I think we did the right thing for the most part. Okay, so let's have a look. Okay. Okay, we're gonna have to gain the critical. I'm thinking I'm going to draw a card first, but let me gain a critical first. Actually, that's gonna be the thing that I want to get. And then we'll do a little bit more damage on this hit, and then I also want to play shift. And then I want to use stab. Now, the reason why I did that was so that I could play many cards in one turn, so that I could potentially then use stab and do multiple damage, because we've played 4 actions as far as I'm aware, so I should then be able to get 12 damage out of this, which I think is pretty good. Look at that, massive damage, really, really nice. And now Catherine has a chance to play, so let's have a look. Ooh, now this, wow. I think we're probably going to kill this guy in literally no time at all. Look at this. We can deal so... Wow, we can just do so much. It is crazy. So let's do this first, I guess. There we go. Righteous blow, and then we'll do this. There we go. And, I should have played this differently, actually. I should have done shield block. Yeah, I should have done shield block. He's only hitting for 9, which is not really a big deal, but I definitely should have done shield block there. That was my bad. But, yeah. Anyway, we are winning. we have won this, like, very easily, and we'll get our Scoundrel to get the last hit there. And we do get a bit of a flawless bonus as well. So, there we are. Nicely done. Ah, what do we have here? Adept's Morningstar. It is a magic blunt weapon. It grants follow-through. Follow-through is actually going to be pretty cool in my opinion. Master 1 defense card in your hand at the start of battle. Ooh, that is even better for Catherine. What? Catherine's being equipped like a beast. For some reason. Yeah, anyway. A victory for us. Let's head back to the garrison. Alright, yes, that's exactly what I will do, but I would like to equip the weapon first. There we go. That's going to be very nice for us. And yeah, let's go back to the garrison now. And Alphonse actually took no damage whatsoever in that, so I had no reason to really worry about anything. As you can see, we have now healed ourselves, and we can go and speak to Captain Roderick. We obtained the following. Aha! Granted to all heroes in the party upon completion of this adventure. Allows you to customize and unlock more starting perks for the heroes in future runs. So that's the roguelike portion of the game coming in there as well, because obviously everything is pretty much randomized, and, well, this is also going to help you kind of reduce the chances of you dying horribly. Anyway, excellent work out there. Officer Aaron, head over with some of the reserves to secure the area. Right away, Captain. Now, even as we speak, there are battles being waged on multiple fronts along the outer perimeter of the garrison. A few adventurers like yourselves have been dispatched to 2 choke points to hold the line. My resources are stretched thin as it is. I'll need you to head out to support the defense effort. Make sure none of the undead break through. Alright, well yeah, I guess we'll try. I guess we'll try to do that. I'm actually wondering whether I can recruit any more people. Can I do that? Ah, I see. So we need to make sure that other places are... yeah, so you can see here, we have to wait until this town is repaired, and basically that means destroying all the undead in the area. That's absolutely fine with me. I have a whole bunch of fun doing that. Okay, so, here we go. So these are the other areas that you can go to recruit people. So you can see here, defending the garrison, Captain Roderick has sent you to reinforce 2 points, clear paths along this node, and I guess this determines what you're next going to be getting. So if you want to get Lucius, then you can go over here, and if you want to get Bertram, then you can go over here. Personally, I feel like getting Bertram would probably be more advantageous than getting another frontline fighter, because we currently have 2 kind of melee characters, and I think it would be kind of good to have a ranger on our team. So we're going to travel here. Reinforcements at last. There's a big group of undead ahead that need dealing with. Brace yourself. Ah, a big group, eh? Well, this gives us an opportunity to have a look at Bertram. Oh, he's using a crossbow. Ooh, I like it. Okay, so let's have a look here. Yeah, so we can discard a parry card, and that's going to get us some more critical, which is going to be very nice. If drawn attack... Oh, yeah, this is actually really nice too. We didn't gain an attack card, so I didn't get the AP refunded, which is actually kind of a shame. But that's all right. We're now just going to use this. We're going to get rid of one of our parry cards. That's going to give me some more critical, and then I will be able to stab against this guy. And oh yeah, actually, critical does not do anything with stab. I've actually just remembered that. Great. Oh well, never mind. I guess we'll just attack. Critical doesn't seem to be consumed when you use stab. Oh, that's good to know. That is good to know, because I actually thought to myself, you know, if I use stab, maybe my critical is actually going to be, you know, affected and used up without actually giving me any kind of bonus. But no, apparently that is not the case. So that's very nice to see. All right, so let's do a little bit of vulnerability for this guy. He's going to take 5 extra damage. And let's just do a little bit of other stuff here. I could do Shield Bash if I wanted to, if I had used Guard beforehand, but no, we're not going to do that. There's actually a shield here as well, so basically Catherine is the only one that can be attacked, but we really don't even need to worry about that, because, whoa, he does so much damage. What? Did you see that? Wow, Bertram is kind of insane. I'm pretty happy with this. Now also bear in mind that because we are currently in a reinforcements combat situation, we are going to continue getting enemies coming at us here. Very interesting. Okay, so we're going to gain some more critical here. 21 additional damage. So much damage being dealt. And you can see here that if I were to attack this... I can't actually attack that guy. That is unfortunate. Can I attack anyone else? Can I attack this guy? Yeah, 37 damage. That's kind of crazy. I think I'm going to attack the archer. There we go. Kiss my blades good night, he says. Yes, exactly. Alright, so we're going to gain channel here, so we can technically... yeah, oh, here we go. We've got a wonderful combo coming up. Okay, so I could technically... Oh, no. That's unfortunate. Okay, I guess I'm just going to use that on here. And then we're actually going to use shield block. And I can heal an ally in your lane for 3 HP. And obviously, once played, this card goes into the expend pile, which basically just means it's a one-use thing. But we're just going to end our turn right there, because I don't feel the need to heal at the moment. But maybe I should have. I'm not entirely sure just yet. Now, of course, these guys are going to continue doing damage against the barricades. I'm not entirely sure if the barricades have any HP value to them at the moment. I would assume... Oh, yes, they do. Never mind. I actually didn't see that. I actually did not see that. Okay. Well, that's absolutely fine. Don't have a problem with that. So let's try and buff ourselves up a little bit more with some critical. Okay, we can draw a card as well. We can do 20 damage to this guy. That is actually kind of crazy, so let's do that. And let's buff ourselves even more. And now we can do Blessed Strike, so we can just eliminate this, which is good. And then we will basically just do some defense bonuses here and a little bit of extra attack as well. He does so much damage. I'm very happy that we went for the ranger, to be honest, because I feel like he's going to be a great asset to us. I think he's really going to be a very nice addition to our party. All right, so here we go. This is going to be great. So let's get rid of the parry. And again, I have the same issue where Yeah, that doesn't help me so much. Okay, so I'm just going to use this. Then we can just stab. I can do so much damage. But unfortunately, because I have so much critical, but none of the cards that I actually have are going to be affected by it, I was unable to finish this guy off. But that's fine. It's not a big deal. All right. So let's have a look here. What else can I do? 17 damage. I can do follow through. So follow through is an AoE attack. And I guess we're just going to do vulnerable on this guy. And I could do shield bash, but I don't have any guard on me at the moment, so not really going to do much. I was actually hoping that Bertram would do something a little bit more than just laying a trap, because the trap is not really going to help us at this point. Oh well, never mind. Okay, so let's just continue gaining this. We can gain so much critical. Just look at how much critical we're gaining right now. It's just insanity. Ah, well, there you go. He's dead. Nice. Oh, ooh, so much experience as well. Very good. Yeah, look at that. And we are gaining... Ooh, yeah, common sword. Very nice. Okay, we'll probably put that on our Scoundrel or something. The other end of the garrison may need help as well. We should hurry over. Alright, so yeah, that's exactly what we're going to do. But I think that's probably going to be it for this episode. If you would like to check out Gordian Quest, there is a link in the description. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.